How many mountains to get some confidence? How many debates to earn some tailwind?
Hi guys, so welcome back to the next part of our started big extreme deep cleaning series, and this time we are deep cleaning the bathroom and more because we will redo this cabinet as well to make it more practical, so our bathroom will look less cluttered and more organized. And who is new here, welcome, so happy to have you here. You just got into the second part of my full deep cleaning series, so if you need more deep cleaning motivation for your living room or kitchen, don't forget to check out the first part, which actually been split into two because we got done too much to fit it into one video.
Years pass, I'm still the same.
As a first thing, we are starting with the cabinet project just so we can get the messier part done before I start deep cleaning. And for that I needed to empty the cabinet, what was quite messy or cluttery, because this cabinet wasn't practical enough to organize everything. Actually, when we moved in this house, here was a big proper cabinet but lacking of practicality, and when you looked at it or opened it, one of those horror movies came to my mind with secret cupboards, so that needed to go. But because this bathroom is quite tiny, we needed storage, and I decided to reuse the bookshelf that we used to have in our previous home as a storage in our hallway closet, so that was this cabinet. And that time it was lifesaver because we needed a quick and budget-friendly solution, so this was spot on. But now that 3 years went by and we have a bit more time to refix things around the house, I asked my husband to create a similar setup but with a niche, and above the niche a deeper cabinet with doors. We try to make the cabinet as big as we can to have a snug fit, but leaving a few millimeters because we know nothing in this house is in level, and still we couldn't fit the new cabinet in, so the easy house project turned into demolishing, rebuilding. Then we also realized that we made a mistake with the cabinet, like layout wise, so we had to fix that as well. I won't show you the whole project process, I try to keep it short but still letting you guys see the struggles and how everything happened. My husband was, oh look at that, now is in that level, the small joy of life. Anyway, we are over the hardest part and we can start deep cleaning. What I like to do when I deep clean is to empty the space as much as I can, so taking out everything what is extra like decorations, or here in the bathroom the left out products, kids toys, scales, towels, and whatever what would need to be moved or tossed around to get the bathroom or the room cleaned, because this way I can save time and I can clean the space more effectively. Then once the space, or in this case the bathroom, is clean, I can bring them back, and as I am bringing them back I can wash or wipe them so everything will be clean and no dirt will be brought in. Also, by creating a blank canvas with emptying out the space, you don't have to worry that you wet or knock down something. You can just go ahead and wash everything down from top to the bottom. The bathroom is as clear as possible, so it's time for the actual deep cleaning. And first I put some toilet cleaner in the toilet bowl so it can soak. Then I started to clean this whole cabinet. Poor thing is so old and the paint is coming off as well, but I don't really want to change it just yet. I would leave that for the time when the whole bathroom will be redone, because then I would like to have just a mirror here, but we will see.
What will it take? Why the wait? Up and down, I'm losing ground.
And of course, if we are deep cleaning, it means to clean the inside of the cabinet. It's in constant use, so it gets dirty by the toothpaste and makeup and watermarks, so a quick refresh won't harm.
Pretender, tell me what to believe. I ain't got a sweet tooth for lying. Spender, show me how to succeed.
I also needed to restock a few things. It's nice to pull out everything and give it a vibe. I don't know how many of us has the time in the everydays to empty out a mirror cabinet and wipe everything, but I know I don't, so it's kind of a must to have here and there a designated deep cleaning day.
What to do? I am me and not you.
Then this is the Zap calcium, lime and rust stain remover, what I was talking about in the first part, and we will give this thing a try and let's see if it will help with that stubborn lime scale. It's a concentrate, so you have to dilute it in 50-50 rate, so 1 part of water and 1 part of concentrate. It says on the bottle to use a sponge, cloth or brush to apply it on the surface, so I used a cloth. And on the windowsill we had a few rust marks and I wiped that to see what will happen. Also, it's recommended to check on a hidden area if you can use this product on the surface, because it's not suitable for all surfaces.
You say, please make the strain go away, pretender.
Then I tried on the faucet, and with the rust stain I haven't really seen any difference, but it could be because you have to leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes and after that rinse it. But here on the shower I noticed that the very thin layer of limescale started to be less and less visible, and I got so excited. First I was just wiping things with the cloth, but as I got more excited I haven't skizzed my rug after dipping it into the water. I haven't seen any discoloring or damage on the black topware or on the painted tiles, but just to be on the safe side, test it on a small hidden spot before you wipe everything down and ending up ruining your bathroom.
How many right turns to reach some kind of goal? How many dressing up for me to play some ball?
I also wiped the glass and the tiles with the solution, with those is compatible, and I have to say that it probably worked the best on the glass. I also decided to use a scorer pad as well, maybe it will work better. Then on the tiles, I cannot really tell because our tiles are white, so limescale doesn't really show, but I can tell that it's even cleaned the grout. It didn't turn like white, but you can see that it did took the limescale off, but it doesn't work on the discoloration. Anyway, it's not the purpose it's been made for. So far I am really happy with this product and I would recommend to give it a try if you are struggling with limescale. We have really hard water and no matter how often I clean this bathroom, with time the limescale just builds up, because even if you clean it regularly you use the same water for that as well. If not for the cleaning, but you have to rinse the chemicals, so even when you clean it, not intentionally, but you are adding to the limescale buildup.
Seasons change, still the same range.
Then I wiped the bathtub as well. I guess this bathtub is as old as the house. Nothing really seems to be changed since the house been built, and that was quite a while back. We haven't changed much yet either because we are focusing on the loft conversion, what takes ages to start, but we will get there one day. But also could be that we will redo this bathroom before that because it's only been DIY redone 3 years ago, and although DIY redons are budget friendly and you can transform a space quickly into a more pleasant state, in the bathroom they only hold up a few years, at least this is my experience. I can see that now under the self-adhesive tiles it's moldy and the paint from the tiles on the windowsill it started to peel. The rust on the radiator started to come through the paint, so it's either a new DIY makeover or a real makeover, but something has to happen in the near future. And if we are redoing, I would be happier if it's a real one, even though I know it will be hard with 2 kids and no bathroom.
What will it take? Tell me why the wait, up and down, I'm moving around.
Now that I got more confident using this product, I cleaned the sink and the tap again, because previously I rinsed the product after I wiped the tap because I was worried that it will make it matte or take the paint off, but I cannot see any harm done.
Tell me what to believe. I ain't got a sweet tooth for lying. Expand or show me.
And I got back to the toilet. It had enough time to soak, so now I will clean it. Now, I know that this toilet cleaning method is quite controversial, but when I deep clean, I like to use bleach and hot water and wash the toilet down. I find it gross to be honest, but in the same time, I know that nothing cleans the toilet and the seat as good as the bleach. I tried many different antibacterial wipes, but after a while, if I don't clean the seat with bleach, there will be a yellow stain all around the bottom of the seat, even if I am regularly wiping it with an antibacterial wipes.
Succeed. My wallet is spreading thin. Oh, ooh, ooh, what to do?
The other thing what could be controversial is the toilet brush. I got the silicone toilet brush, but I don't really know if they are really that good for cleaning the toilet. I mean, I get it that it's more hygienic and it's easy to keep it clean, what is absolutely true, but let's not forget about the toilet. So it's also meant to clean the toilet, and since the silicone bristles are quite bendy and soft, you cannot scrub with it. So if there is any build-up, you won't be able to scrub it off, and if you have hard water, then you will have limescale build-up. So what I am thinking is to buy a regular toilet brush with firm bristles, what we will use only to clean the toilet, and for the everyday use we will use the silicone one. The thing is that I started to see some build-up and I cannot reach it properly with the flathead brush, and even if I could, I am not quite sure if I would be able to scrub it off, but I could be wrong. Maybe if I change my silicone brush to a round one, maybe then it would work. But you know what, I will have a look if I can find a brush set with both brushes, so then I can see where things are going wrong. I never thought I could talk about toilet and toilet brush so much, but here we are. I also poured the rest of the solution in the toilet bowl to get the limescale off there as well. Then I just wiped the seat with an antibacterial wipe to get any bleach remaining off. And I also sprayed the mold that comes from behind the silicone because the tiles aren't flat, so until we don't change the tiles, we will have to fight with this mold situation. This shower screen seal gets really nasty. It has a tiny channel, but after a while drops enough moisture to turn pink and start growing algae, and since the hole is so tiny, it's hard to clean it as well. I usually spray mold spray on the hole and let it to sit and hope that the chemical runs down on the channel and cleans it. I do wipe it regularly, but I don't always take it down and spray it, but I know I should. Usually you cannot see the algae, but once you spray the seal with this chemical, you can see all that green color washing away.
Please make the strain go away, pretender. Just don't ask me like.
Sorry for the lighting, I don't know why, but here in the bathroom the light on the camera keeps flickering, so I often switch it off, but then isn't enough light in there sometimes. So now I will go ahead and wipe all the tiles down. First I scrub it with my scorer pad, then wipe it with a wet cloth. Then, because we like to light a candle even when we shower, some of that black candle soot covers the tiles. The one we have now, it's fine, but we had candles before what was so bad that after a few times of lighting it around the window was dark grey, and as the steam turned into condensation it was washing that black soot off, and the bathroom was looking like there have been some demolition work around and all the dust is washing away. So if you have white tiles and especially white grout, just check your candle or use flameless one, but I think for us who is lighting a candle, it's lighting it for its relaxing scent as well, not just for the calming light. I always try to clean from top to bottom, so I wash the upper part of the wall down. So next is the window. It's so hard to clean it because it opens outward and the gap isn't wide enough for me to clean the outside of the window. I know some of the windows can be unlocked and open more wider, but I couldn't do that with this one. It's quite old, just as the bathtub, the window is as old as the house. We have to change it because the has been already changed, but here we was thinking to change the layout, but since this isn't our forever home, we decided to not to make a bigger job than it needs because it wouldn't add to its value. It's more like design than functionality, and for the layout change we wanted to reduce the size of the window, but at that time when we were changing the rest, we didn't know what size to get or how it will be, so we left this window out. I wish we could remove this pipe cover, but because we have brick walls, it's quite a big job to chisel it out, and I'm not quite sure if we could place all the pipes inside the wall. The reason why I don't like it is because it can collect clutter and dust, and because it's under the sink, so water, hair, products, everything drops there, and since it's higher than the floor, it shows the dirt better, so one more surface what you need to regularly clean. And next to the toilet, it's so hard to clean it because the radiator is there, the gap is small, so it's quite hard to reach it properly. We already talked about redoing this bathroom soon, but it's not an actual plan yet, just collecting ideas. And what I was thinking is to buy a back-to-wall toilet. I think that's the name of those built-in cisterns toilet, to get rid of that gap. And by getting rid of that little gap, we also get rid of the dirt spots, so there will be no hiding space for the dust. And also I am thinking to buy the hang one, so it will be easier to clean the floor next to the toilet, because I can reach it from underneath the toilet. But I will do some research about that by reading others' comments, what they like or dislike in them, and hopefully I can better decide if it's for us or not. As I am washing down everything, my husband is outside fixing the cabinet what we built. This is why you cannot see it in its place, but it will be back in a minute. There was a plastic radiator bleeding key, and as we were trying to fit the cabinet in and taking it out and demolishing, it did broke and I couldn't take it off, so my husband helped me out. All the tiles been washed down, so now the last thing what needs a wipe is the butt cover.
So try
To make the screen spotless, I also used a bit of glass cleaner and wiped it, and I was quite surprised at how cleaner it looks. I can still see some limescale, but I need to get really close and focus on the spots to see them. So what I am thinking is to dilute from the Zep concentrate in a spraying bottle and use it as a regular cleaner. It says on the bottle that for more stubborn limescale you have to use it multiple times, but everything, the glass, the topper are looking way better. Only those really thick builds of what are still there, but even some of those is looking way thinner or paler, so I am really glad that I tried it. I will add my link to my Amazon store so you can check this chemical out if you want to.
Pretender, tell me what to believe. I ain't got a sweet tooth for lying. Expender, show me how to succeed.
I quickly rinse the mat and the bathtub, and we can bring the extras back, and as I said, I will wipe or wash them as I bring them in.
My wallet is spreading thin. Ooh, 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 what to do? I am me and not you. Ooh, ooh, what to say? Please.
I find it easier to clean this artificial plant by showering it down and rub it with my hand.
The string go away.
I really like and find it useful to have our shower gels in a designated bottle, so they are uniform, what makes them look less cluttery than when you have different kinds of shaped and colored bottles. Also, we aren't accumulating the empty bottles, because once we refill the designated bottles, if the product's bottle gets empty, we throw it away. Usually I am the one who refills them, so it's easier to stick to this routine.
I ain't got a sweet tooth for lying. Expender, show me how to succeed. My wallet is spreading thin. Ooh, 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 what to do? I am me and not you. Ooh, 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 what to change? I seem to.
I still need to buy a bigger tray for here, but I didn't have time to sit down and look for one. Then I haven't showed you, but we got the cabinet fitted in its place. It still needs shelves and doors, but there is already a progress, because now we have the niche and the cabinet above it.
We're stuck in this lane, pretender. Take me out to California. Take me out to California. I feel the day is coming to an end.
Yesterday was too late to get the floor cleaning done, so we will get it done today. I am only adding a toilet cleaner block in the cistern because I've been in the Lidl and I saw it. It's not something what I regularly do because I usually forget to buy it, but it's definitely something what I like to use because I can make sure that those areas what I cannot reach gets cleaned as well.
And my eyes are drawn to southern skies, and all the while I was trying to pretend the promised land was there beyond
Vacuuming, then steam mopping to get the floor disinfected as well.
the great divide. But I'll be coming home soon. Yeah, I'll be coming home soon. take me out to California.
Then my husband made a socket on the wall of the cabinet, so finally we have a proper place where to charge our toothbrushes. Probably such a small thing for you guys, but it's such a big thing for us that we don't have to charge them in the kitchen, because that was the most convenient space since we had no socket in the bathroom. Probably it has more value to us than the bigger storage space. Then I was packing some of the get ready in the morning thing back because I thought I won't be able to show more progress by the time I have to edit this video, but in the end we managed to add the shelves. The doors are still missing because I cannot decide to have plain white doors so it will blend into the wall, or have white door but with patterns like fluted or something. Also, we have to fix the wall around the cabinet, but we also want to remove some of the tiles, and that's a bigger job, and right now my husband doesn't have the time for it. Maybe on the weekend, but by that time this video hopefully will be live. Then here I was struggling to organize our bathroom stuffs. I wanted to create too many designated boxes then for what we would have space, so I was back and forth moving things from one box to the other. We still didn't have the shelves. They have been cut, but there was no hole for the shelf holders, and my husband was working late that day, and I really wanted to get the things back to the bathroom because I already started to deep clean our room and I couldn't move forward with all the random stuffs placed in here. So I put every organizers what I can find around the house, even the fridge organizers, and started to organize. It's more like mapping out how many boxes would I need, what size, how can I fit them on the shelves. Then once I am happy with the system, I can go ahead and buy a proper organizer box for them. This way I can save some time and money by not buying too many organizers, what definitely wouldn't work out. Organizing things, it's not so straightforward, especially when you tie it to budget or to sizing. The thing is, I love to have our things organized, but I am not willing to pay lots of money for organizers, so I have a kind of budget limit in my mind what I am happy to pay for them. The only exception is when there is no other way to organize something and I am more than sure that I need that to reach my organizing goal, and it will serve us on a long run. The thing is that everything is changing, your skincare routine is changing, the amount of products what you use is changing, because sometimes you want to try out new stuff, then sometimes you will get overwhelmed by them and declutter them, or you stop using some of them, and with all these changes it will change the need of other organizers as well. So some of them will need to be changed to a bigger one, some of them may will need a smaller one, so it's not like I bought a fancy organizer and it will serve me until the day I die. Not to mention if you move house and you will have a different setup, so I don't see the reason to buy really pricey organizers. He came home late, but still was such a great husband that he fixed the shelves for me. Probably he's seen how overwhelmed I am because it was so difficult to see through how the boxes would fit, how many of them can I use, how specifically can I organize them, because I am very visual, I have to see to be able to decide. Then I also wanted to get some organizing done in my son's room, and that wasn't working out either, so it was a hard day and I beat myself up so much that nothing wanna work out. But I am so glad that I was able to pack everything back, and as I was placing those what I know I wanted that way, everything started to fall in its place. We haven't got to add the doors or to fix the wall, but the most important things are done, the deep cleaning and the organizing and the socket. Sorry, but it's already such a big improvement for us. But once we will get it done, I will show you the wall picture. The next video probably will be a bonus Halloween clean and decorate with me. Then after that will come the bedroom deep cleaning and organizing. I think you will enjoy that as well. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a lovely weekend and I see you in my next one. Bye, guys.
California, where the sun is always high, where the streets are paved